He's a soul man.
Well, I have a foot fetish.
But she won't let him feel her heels.
I don't care how much I love you, nobody touches my feet.
I touch every other part of your body. I can't touch your feet.
So he dated a woman who showed some toes.
The restaurant was great, but her feet were gorgeous.
I think she could put some socks on.
After she has a blind date too.
He is a perfect 10.
It looks like a giant sex toy.
I'm looking at your size, I can see why you would say something like that.
Will they keep playing footsie?
I can't touch your feet.
Or have a change of heart?
I'm Chris Jagger. Welcome to Change of Heart. This is the show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new. So let's meet our couple. Now, they got together at a coffee house where he offered to buy her a cup of joe. She accepted because she thought he was cute and she was also broke. So interest perked and the passion's been brewing now for the past 8 months. Please welcome Eric Taylor and Rachel Pastelon. Welcome, and you guys are on the show because you're trying to figure out if it's time to take a coffee break. But Eric, what's the secret of 8 months being together?
Well, Rachel has a great sense of humor, so I can never stay mad at her for longer than 15 minutes. She's always got that kind of corny little smart mouth remark, you know.
Well, that's important, humor. And Rachel, is Eric the kind of guy that you've always dreamed about?
Yes, he's very romantic. He does all the little things. He buys me roses. For my birthday, he took me on a week-long scavenger hunt. He's very romantic.
Doing all the right things. All right, Eric, she says you're kind of romantic. Who's the most romantic between the two of you?
I would say me.
Okay,
she doesn't have a romantic
Eric
bone
has
in her
selective
body.
memory.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
If romance was a job, she'd be fired.
Eric has... Excuse me?
You're coming up that short in the romance
No,
department?
Eric has what I like to call selective memory.
No.
He has selective memory. I give him massages. I cook him dinner. I spend time with him.
Once a month. I'm a guy who like to be pampered. You know, I want a woman to show me that she loves me and cares.
I do show you that I love you. I'm sorry, but I have a life too, okay?
Now, Rachel, since he's saying he needs that so much, does that affect your romance in other areas?
Yes, Eric is like a girl in the bedroom. He wants to be sweet-talked and loved and touched and caressed. I think if I'm in the mood, I just want to let go. You know what I mean?
You know, Miss Barbie, she gets all pretty and gussied up and lays in the bed, and I go, don't mess my hair up. Don't this, no role playing. It's just no fun.
No, because...
Yeah, but what about you going through all that motions?
Hey, I thought a woman likes to be, I'm an emotional man.
I'm not every woman, okay? And I'm ready to go.
Eric, what about some unfulfilled fantasies about Rachel that you've got?
Well, I have a foot fetish, you know. I love women's feet. It tells a lot about a woman, and I would love to paint her toes or lotion them or something. But as you see, she has on boots as always.
Big old boots,
I don't care
right.
how much I love you. Nobody touches my feet but me.
Yeah, but he was supposed to give you a pedicure.
I touch every other part of your body. I can't touch your feet. Come on now. That's less sexual than anything.
No, I don't want to.
All right, Rachel, one of the things we hear on the show a lot of times is the boyfriend's got a wandering eye. How's Eric in that department?
Oh my, Eric is the biggest flirt.
Always say.
Everybody, everybody is his baby. Everybody is his baby.
I like to make a woman feel good. You know what I'm saying? Women are here for us to enjoy.
Except for the woman that he's with. He'll turn his head to everybody. Every single girl. The operator, the waitress.
Yeah, but if you're disrespecting on her while you're checking out somebody else in front of her.
No, but, she needs to appreciate me. She got to appreciate me. You know
Okay, what about Eric? Do you guys spend a lot of time together? Do you get to hang out?
No. Unfortunately not, because she has a parallel job thing going on and she hangs out with her gay friends.
Yes, that's right, I do. That's right. No, I lost all my friends once before. I'm not willing to do it again. And he doesn't want to hang out with my gay friends.
Because they look at me like I'm a piece of meat.
They wouldn't touch you.
Rachel, what else do you guys argue about?
My driving. He says I drive like a maniac.
No, you drive like a New York Cab.
Okay, fine. I'm an aggressive driver. The thing is, though, I drive everywhere. He never drives. I can count on my hands how many times he's driven anywhere.
But when you're fearing for your life, airbags are not enough, seatbelts. You're holding on to the seat like,
but wait a minute,
oh God, please, no.
But he doesn't drive.
I was going to say, if this is such a big problem, why don't you drive?
Yes.
Well, see, unfortunately, I have a piece of junk car.
Well, so get a new car.
But I mean, if you my girl and you love me, you wouldn't mind being there for me like that. I'm there for you like that.
Then don't complain while you're in my car.
Eric, why did you decide that this was a good time to taste another flavor and go out on these dates and do whatever?
Well, I thought I'd rather find out now if she's not the girl for me and my heart be broken now than to wait a year from now, 6 months from now. Why prolong the pain.
Okay.
I want it now. Give it to me now.
Put it to the test and find out what you got right now. That's it. It seems that Eric and Rachel are putting their future to a test. Now, when we come back, we're going to meet the people that they dated. We'll find out if they're going to stay together or have a change of heart, so stay here. Change of heart. We're here with Eric and Rachel. Now, Eric says Rachel doesn't have a romantic bone in her body, doesn't make him a priority, and doesn't show him her feet. So we fixed him up with a catering director who prefers to cater to her man and only wears open-toed shoes. Please welcome Rochelle Mead. Hi, Rochelle. Nice to see you. You know Eric? And Rachel, let me ask you, do you think Rochelle has the kind of feet that would turn Eric on?
I think she could put some socks on.
So, Eric, let's get right to the chase. Did you get to meet, when you met Rochelle, did you get to see her feet?
Oh, yeah, that was like the first thing I looked at, you know. So, I mean, the rest of it was great.
Okay.
The rest of it was great, but her feet were gorgeous. They were beautiful. They were open-toe shoes, just like that. Just a different style, but oh, they were great, man. Oh.
You are all about that, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
so her beautiful feet knocked you right off yours. You had something romantic planned, I hope?
Well, yeah, but I had to go home and feed my puppies, and puppies are chick magnets. So, you know, I want to see how she interacted with my puppies,
Right.
you know?
And that worked out?
Oh, yeah, it was great. You know, my puppies loved her.
And
Sorry, you say you took her to your house to see the puppies? Our puppies?
Yeah, I took her,
Okay.
you know.
Now, Rochelle,
Just to the
since this was the first stop, was that okay with you?
Well, that was wonderful with me. I think that when a guy shows how he is around his animals, it shows what he can be in the future. And considering he introduced me as his puppy stepmom.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Okay.
Now, Rachel, if she's the stepmom, that makes you what?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me? That makes me, I'm the mom. They're my babies.
I see.
They're my babies.
All right, so Rochelle, you fed the puppies. Were you guys ready to rock at that point?
We were. He looked great. I have this thing with linen pants, and I think he just looked wonderful. He's my fantasy guy.
You wore linen pants.
Was that
okay.
bad that he wore linen?
Well, you know, just a little thin, maybe showing a little bit too much. I don't know.
No.
Okay, Eric, you said that Rachel's not that romantic. What about Rochelle? Was she different?
Totally opposite. Totally opposite. When I saw her, she brought me a heart-shaped box of candy.
Oh, I've never brought you anything? I've never brought you anything?
Not a heart-shaped box of candy.
I've never brought you anything?
A Snickers.
No, I never brought you
A
candy.
Snickers or something.
Or Snickers. I don't think so.
Eric, what else did she do?
Well, she held my hands, you know. She fed me from her plate.
I hold your hands.
I mean, when?
When we go out in public, I hold your hand.
What? When you need a step
Well,
or
you know what?
something?
Let me get Rochelle's perspective. Are the romantic ideas all in his head, or was there a lot of romance going on?
This boy put me up on a pedestal all night long. Usually between, going out on a date, the guy usually stops maybe halfway through, maybe 3/4 away. The whole time I was on a pedestal, he was amazing.
The whole time, never let his guard down. And Eric, did Rochelle let you know how she treats a man that she gets involved with?
Yeah, surprisingly, I found out that she's an old-fashioned kind of girl, you know. She stands behind her man. He's a priority.
I stand behind you.
Great girl. Yeah, behind me where? In a line or something?
I don't think so.
What other kind of stand behind?
I don't think so.
Rochelle?
You stand by my man.
Rochelle, any other talk about relationships between the two of you?
Actually, yeah, we had an interesting discussion about marriage and how we're both ready and...
Oh, you're ready for marriage?
Now, Eric, you're jumping into the marriage conversation on the first date. How'd that make you feel?
I was kind of nervous and shocked because she's such a great girl, and I couldn't believe it's got to be something wrong. It's too good to be true. Mm-hmm. So I was just a little bit.
Well, so if you were a little suspect any time that the conversation wasn't going all that well?
Well, around the end of dinner, she didn't seem too decisive. We were going to a party, and she just sounded like she was just saying yes to everything. So I didn't know if she was just trying to be too nice, or she really just didn't know what she wanted to do. And
Rachel's different
she's
that
more
way?
of a, she's like kind of a take charge kind of girl. So that's one of the qualities I do like about her.
Now, Rochelle, we heard that Eric has a wandering eye. That you guys went to the party. Any ideas of his hey baby syndrome going on?
He did not do that once. As a matter of fact, I could just catch him out of the corner of my eye. He just looked at me the whole time. He really didn't have any other reason.
He was all on you.
Okay.
And was he calling you baby?
He was calling me boo, baby, everything.
Oh, kind of little nicknames.
See, that's what I'm talking.
Now, you're at the party. How about physical
She
contact,
liked that.
Rochelle? Did things start to heat up there?
Actually, we were holding hands. He was just.
Oh, you were holding hands.
He looked so sexy, and he was holding my hands, just leading me around everywhere. He just showed that he was the man.
Now, Eric, you didn't have the wandering eye. Was she really holding on to your attention?
No, really, her chest was.
That had your attention.
I was just. I mean, she wore like this low cut blouse, you know, which you never wear. But you know, and I was
So you were all
like a
focused.
puppy.
Okay, we understand that. Eric, what about lip locking? Since we were kind of heading that way.
Well, you know, at the end of our great date, we you know, I thanked her for being such a sweet person. I enjoyed it, and I went in for a kiss.
Yeah.
You kissed her?
And?
And it was wonderful.
Oh. Now, Eric, was there only one kiss?
No, I had to go for a second round. I mean,
You kissed her
I thanked her again. Yeah,
Twice?
Yeah, I thanked her again, and I went back in for another kiss.
You're so
I bet
thankful.
you thanked her.
We said our goodbyes for about
He didn't want to get out of my
10,
car.
15 minutes or so. It kind of went on a little long, and you know, I wanted to be a gentleman. I wanted to take her home, but I said, don't be a dog.
I hear you. And Rochelle, besides his kisses, did he leave some lasting impression?
You know, actually, it was my birthday a couple days after our date, and he called singing me happy birthday over the
Oh,
phone.
you called. You sang to her. You're so
sang.
sweet.
Yeah, she appreciated that too.
Yeah. Oh, I never appreciate anything?
No.
Okay.
Take it like a grain of
It's
salt.
selective.
All right, guys. Will Rachel's gorgeous feet and kisses be enough to give Eric a change of heart? We're going to find out later. Next, though, we get to meet the man that Rachel dated. We'll hear all about that date next, so stay here. What happened on Eric's date with Rochelle, and now we're going to meet the man that Rachel dated. Rachel's tired of Eric's backseat driving, his wandering eye, and his womanly ways in the bedroom. So we fixed her up with a car salesman who likes to be in the driver's seat and who learned what women really want by going out on dates with his mom. Please welcome Tony Morrow. Hey, Tony. Good to see you. You know Rachel? Eric, what do you think? Does Tony look like the guy that knows what Rachel wants?
No, he looks like a giant sex toy.
I'm looking at your side. I don't see why you would say something like that.
Hey, man, I'm a lover, baby.
Something
Lover.
about in the bedroom, bruh? Come on,
All right,
man.
Rachel, Eric says you're not romantic, so what really makes a great date for you?
Laughter is anything that makes me laugh. Once I get silly, I'm yours. I'm good to go. Just through my
yours. I keep you laughing.
So a
Yeah,
good
I
big
love
dose of humor. So did he have you laughing right out of the gate?
Actually, not right off the bat, because he called right about 5 minutes before I was about to leave and wanted to cancel.
Ooh.
I'm late.
And I didn't
Late
think that
date.
was too funny, so.
Only reason why.
Okay.
Only reason why.
Why? Why, Tony? Because your mom, I thought she taught you good things about dating.
Right. I mean, I'm a gentleman. I mean, I'm used to paying. I mean, I want her to, you know, and everything didn't start out like I wanted to. You know, I mean, I'm used to, you know, having not to worry about anything. She doesn't have to worry about paying. I mean, I've been with women all my life.
But why were you going to blow her off?
Well, because a man, you know, I'm supposed to pay either way. I'm
So you were a
panicking.
little
I had to
short
come
on
home.
cash.
I'm used to, like, you know, what am I going to do?
All right, so
No
Rachel, what
cash.
happened? You set something up, reschedule?
No, I didn't. I convinced him it was okay that I would pay. He could pay me back. It was
It's
no
a
big
nice
deal.
pay?
But
You
yes,
pay?
I paid.
You
but,
pay?
but
She was excited to go out with me, bro.
I didn't pay. But I was really
I can't believe-
impressed. I was really impressed because he was really concerned about it. He made the effort. I told him I would tell his mom.
All right, well, that's
I'm not
understood.
concerned.
Now,
He's
Tony,
a
I'm not
good guy.
concerned.
hang
I'm
on,
not
Tony,
concerned.
based on your mom's rules that you learned, what was the first thing you did when you actually got to meet Rachel?
Oh, I hugged her, you know. I gave her a nice little glance over. She had a little skirt on, cleavage. I saw her all.
Oh, cleavage. Oh, it's
I
like
checked it out.
that. Cleavage. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, she had it. What you doing,
All
Luke?
right.
She had it. Come on, bro.
Now, Rachel,
Hey.
we know you had to pay for the date. Did you also have to drive, Tony?
Oh no, Tony drove. He's got a nice car.
You got a break there.
Nice system.
Hey, a car and everything,
and he
baby.
Put my,
Car and
he
everything.
put my favorite tape in, and we sang and we danced all the way to dinner.
Oh,
we
you
had a
sang.
good time.
So, Rachel, were there other evidence of lessons that Tony was taught by his mom?
Yes, he is such a gentleman. He opened the car door, pulled out my chair.
You
There
gave
was
him
that-
time, huh?
Yes, I did. There was.
Wow, you always in a hurry.
there
I couldn't see you,
there was
you know,
a
waiting for
There was an
nothing.
altercation on the street, and he pulled me aside to make sure I was okay.
What?
When we walked down the street, he walked on
Like
the
I wouldn't do
outside
that
of the
for you?
curb.
Like I wouldn't do that
So
for
he's
you?
being all protected. But what about
She's
the
worried
fact,
about your
Tony?
size. I don't know if you could have handled it.
Oh, don't worry, bro.
Tony, what about the fact that Rachel said laughter was very important? Were you getting there?
Oh, yeah, we hit it off at dinner. I told her about a point where a lady, when I worked at another store, had said I had a nice, sexy voice. I should do 900 numbers. And she was laughing so hard, she was so different food. I mean, we were laughing the whole night long.
Oh my God, yeah, it was great. We were laughing.
She's a comedian. She has a great sense of humor, which I love about her. She's great. She's got, I mean, what's not to like? Look at
That's
her.
good. All right, Rachel. Rachel, what about Tony's mom? You think she could teach Eric a couple things?
Yes,
about etiquette?
I think she could teach Eric how to be a little more gentlemanlike in public, not to be so ropey, touchy-feely. Tony's like the old men in the movies who like to swoon their women and make their little mystery and make you wait.
I don't swoon you. I don't give you any mystery. I don't. Oh, not enough. Oh.
He swooned me.
We got two different movies going on there.
Yeah, man, really.
Rachel, you were talking about the way Eric acts. What about Tony? Did he have that hey baby attitude, flirting and checking everybody out?
We walked from dinner to the pier to go play arcades. And there was lots of people there. Yeah, I wanted to play games and have a good time. So we walked.
You gotta listen to the ladies' needs, man.
He put me in front of everything. I mean, I was the only one in his universe.
All right, and Tony, while you're there playing games, any success?
Oh yeah, I mean, I want her stuffed animal with Tony Jr. and little Winnie the Pooh.
Eric doesn't like to play games.
Doing the guy thing.
And Rachel, you could tell he was having a good time then.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just think he could have relaxed just a little bit and loosened up just a little bit. I think Eric could have just gotten a little bit more down and dirty right next to me, but he was a little reserved, but we still had fun.
That's right.
I wanted to, the other part of me wanted to, but I gotta keep a,
Okay. Now, Tony, what about your mom's suggestions on how a date should end?
Oh, you got to be a gentleman throughout the date. I mean, I walked her to her car, gave her a nice big hug and a kiss. I mean, I wanted to.
Well, Eric, let me ask Eric. Do you think there was a kiss?
Yeah. From the looks of it, it looks like
You're
there was
betting
a kiss.
on there was?
I'm betting.
Tony?
I got money.
No, I kissed her on the cheek, a nice little hug, but it wasn't, nothing.
He's a gentleman.
Oh, he's a gentleman.
Totally
Old
respectful.
school, Chris. I'm from the old school,
right.
As much as I wanted to do that, but
Yeah, I hear you.
inside,
And Rachel, on the score on the Laugh-O-meter, what would Tony get?
Oh, he is a perfect 10.
Thank
He
you.
actually had me laughing in tears. I never laughed harder in my life. I actually had to stop on the way back because I had cramps in my stomach because I was laughing so hard. It was
I sound like a pretty strong date
crowd
now.
laugh,
Well,
huh?
Eric and Rachel have a change of heart. During the break, they have to make that decision. We're going to find out what they say when we come back, so stay here. Moment of truth, because during the break, Eric and Rachel each made a final decision about the future of their relationship, and there's no turning back now. Will they stay together, or have they had a change of heart? Now, you guys came on the show because you wanted to find out now if the relationship was going to last, because the heartbreak later would be just as more difficult. So, Rachel, we're going to start with you. You said you wanted a guy who would have a car that could drive you around. That would be a plus. Somebody that wasn't always flirting with other women when they were with you. And obviously somebody that was a little bit more manly than you were concerned that Eric was. Tony was a pretty good hookup for you. He had a nice car. You guys had a little singing while you were in the car. You said you laughed so hard your stomach actually started to hurt. He won you some prizes at the arcade games and was a gentleman to the very end. But it's your decision. What do you say?
Well, I want to thank Tony's mom because she definitely raised a gentleman. And we had a really, really great time. And I thought that's what I wanted, but I guess it took me that to realize that I want to stay together with Eric because he's my baby.
Okay. Stay together is your decision. Tony, sorry things didn't work out better for you. Now, Eric, you said you wanted somebody with, let's see, what were your priorities? Sexy feet, that was one of them. Somebody that was going to actually make you a priority in the relationship, and somebody that was going to love being romantic with you. Now, there you were with Rochelle. You said, obviously, right off the bat, man, great feet. That was a good start. She hung out. She saw the puppies. You guys had a really nice romantic dinner. You ended up at the party, checking her out, doing a little kissing and stuff. Now, you do have some history with Rachel, but it's your decision now. Eric, what do you say?
Well, Rochelle, I had a wonderful time with her. You're great. You're a special lady. You're very special. Rachel, on the other hand, you don't know. I don't feel you appreciate me. You just don't make me feel like I'm special. So I had to change of heart.
All right, Eric. And Rochelle, does that work for you? Rochelle's okay with that. Rachel, I guess the good news is finding out now is actually better than finding out somewhere down the road that things weren't going to work out anyway. And Eric, hopefully with a new relationship, you'll be a long-term thing and you won't be doing this again. All right, that is our show for today. Thanks to Rachel and Tony. Good luck to Rochelle.